We are getting the biggest update in the Forge, and you don't even know how crazy this is. On top of the update, the developers are literally fixing every issue this game has. It is no secret Forge has been losing players and even their like percentage, and I think everyone knows why. The game was super grindy. For whatever reason, they still kept the normal knight armor in Island 3, which makes no sense because when crafting super rare ores, you're most likely gonna get that, and all your time was wasted. There's so much more stuff that there is no point to be getting into anymore because the devs are fixing it. Right here, they made an announcement and they said a lot. I love these developers because they're actually listening to everyone's feedback. Literally, the second everyone was talking about the game dying, the game having so many issues, they made a response to this and actually said that they are literally fixing everything. One is they're actually going to be adding a recycling system, so you can actually get 50% of your ores back from the stuff that you already crafted. It's going to require gold, so money's still a factor, but we already know the best money methods, and money's not really that big of an issue anymore. So, for example, I crafted this gargantuan cutlass. Now, I was going for a straight sword, and when forging, I put 4 gargantuans, which I don't have right now, but I put 4 gargantuans and 2 golem hearts. Now, since it was a cutlass, I didn't really want that. I more so wanted a Hellslayer. If I want another shot at this, I could spend gold to actually recycle this, and instead of 4 gargantuans that I use, I'll get 2 gargantuans back and 1 golem heart. That's 50%. So that's actually really useful, and technically, whatever you mine, if you mine a durian, if you mine gargantuan, you're obviously going to be using it for crafting, so technically, you're actually mining 2 every time if you think about it. Or 1.5 every time you mine something really rare. So that really balances stuff out. Not only that though, because forging would still be a pain. They said right here that they want to decrease RNG around forging, a new way to lock the forge item using blueprints. This is literally, I think, what I've been asking for the entire time and what everyone's been asking for. And what that means is pretty much when you're forging, as you guys see, when crafting, for example, a heavy chest plate, I could get a knight chest plate, dark knight, wolf, and raven. Obviously, I would go for a raven's chest plate, but it's a 1 in 8 chance. And dude, I have been crafting so many chest plates, probably 25 by now or so, and I still haven't even indexed a raven's chest plate. Now, if I was going for literally one of the best armors, like this durian knight chest plate, I got a dark knight version. Obviously, I'm not very happy with it. I can at least use it, and I'm happy that I didn't get a knight version, but I'll be really, really happy if I got this as a raven's chest plate. Now, with blueprints, we don't know how you're going to be attaining these yet, but with blueprints, you could actually lock all the other ones and guarantee you get whichever chest plate you wanted. So whenever these updates release, because they did say that these are going to be getting added in the next few weeks, so it could be this week, it could be next week, we don't really know exactly, but what I would do is recycle this chest plate, get half of all my materials back, get a raven's chest plate blueprint, and then forge it, and I guarantee I get a raven's chest plate, which honestly, that's how the game should be, because I spent hours on ores, and I would expect to at least get what I want off of it. Guys, it doesn't end there though, because everyone knows how grindy this game can get, and they said that we will work on the balancing side more with the Forge testers to eventually make it less grindy and more engaging. Guys, all I have to say is W devs for this, and I think everyone can agree W devs, because they're actually listening to the community, they're actually listening to the players that are literally playing their game, because we literally want to play the game. We don't want to quit. It's a fun game, and we want to see a lot more stuff get added. I'm sure the devs actually have a lot of plans for this. Like, for example, I really want to see dungeons getting added to the game, and I'm sure the devs have all these ideas because everyone's suggesting them, and I know the devs are reading everyone's comments. So if you guys have any ideas, make sure you comment them down below. The devs probably see it. And as far as content update, this is one of my favorite updates that are probably going to be releasing in the Forge. Now, for all the fish players, yeah, you probably are thinking Cthulhu. That's my first thought when I saw this, but then I realized this dude's a pirate, so it's literally Davy Jones, and he has a pickaxe on him. This could be a pickaxe, this could be his weapon, whatever it may be, or it could even be a boss. We have literally no information about it other than that video. It could be a boss, it could be a quest giver. In my opinion, in my first look at it, I would say, and I hope, it's some sort of quest giver that actually has a storyline to it, similar to the Goblin Lord, even though the Goblin Lord literally just asks for money and stuff, which isn't the most fun thing to do, but you know, he has a story and he has something behind him. Like, when you look at the Goblin Lord, you actually see actual quests, and you actually have characteristics with with this guy. Like, he's annoying, and you never want to see this guy ever added because he keeps taking your money and just scams you. Now, with this Davy Jones dude, I hope maybe it's gonna be a new progression for a pickaxe. However it may be, I'm not sure, but that's just my thought. So, since it's Davy Jones and he's literally an octopus as a pirate, it could really be a huge update. And mainly because Santa leaves in 2 days, which is Friday, and he's on a boat, literally right by a dock. Davy Jones is aquatic, I guess you could say. I mean, like boat and water related, if that makes sense. So it wouldn't surprise me if we get a new ship here with Davy Jones that takes us to a new world, or it doesn't have to be a world, but a different area. Because I honestly don't want World 4, since a lot of people are still struggling to get to World 3, and to even finish World 3, World 4 already wouldn't really make sense. It could be another area to World 3, and it could be a boat takes you there, or, and I actually kind of like this idea, this place over here that I've shown in my videos before literally has no use, and it already is kind of aquatic themed, and let me show you. Now, whenever I say aquatic, don't think about fish or anything, because that's literally their other game that they're making, Abyss. But by aquatic, I mean like boats, and I think I can get the point. Davy Jones is like a pirate guy. That's literally an octopus. Anyway, over here in this island, you could actually see, it's called Stonewake's Cross. Maybe they could change this to a different name, I don't know. But a sign also says point of no return, which kind of makes sense for Davy Jones, I guess. And you actually go in the water, swim down, and it takes you to the secret area, which then I assume is supposed to actually take you somewhere. It could be a boss, it could be Davy Jones, it could be anything. But as of right now, it's nothing, and it just teleports you back here. So it's for sure something that the devs already have planned. Otherwise, they wouldn't have that there. When you guys look at this island, like, what would you name this? Like, Pirates Cove literally fits it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know, this scene right here literally just looks pirate themed. Is it only me? So everyone that's endgame or somewhat endgame like me, do not use any of your ores yet, because possibly this week we might be getting blueprints, we could be getting recycling, we could be really getting anything. So if you guys are like in my boat, I would not forge anything, and I'm literally not gonna forge anything. I will still mine, but not forge. If you guys are mid-game still trying to catch up, I would say still craft as much as you can, because you still need to catch up to at least the late game players. I know armor gets really annoying, so don't use your Duranite or don't use late game recipes for armor, because you want blueprints. Let's be realistic. Anyway, guys, I think this is going to be one of the biggest updates in the Forge, and probably one of the best updates, and this should put Forge on an upward trend, because now it would actually be playable. I mean, let's be honest, guys. One of the most annoying things in this game is mining. Like, it turned into a mining simulator as these updates release. Like, literally all we do is mine. So now, as we actually get progression, as we actually get new things to do, and not just mine every time, we'll eventually get maxed out in armor and weapons. And hopefully, I really want this, I think everyone wants this, hopefully we get dungeons at a point, bro, because our armor and weapons need to be used rather than just used on these dumb spiders that keep respawning, and it gets boring. Let me know what's your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.